are grown up. Husband is fine, very supportive. I have completely freedom, but the timings, and COVID came. So every day when I come home after job and I feel like, oh, that's not right. Maybe, and at that time, it was on peak and there was no vaccination and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, I had to quit. I quit my job and I said, now let me do something which I can do anywhere and anytime. Um, my freedom, and there is no fear and there is no restrictions. So I have been looking for, and finally I got this digital business online and I started, and I'm so much happy and I'm thankful to God that I got this opportunity. That is my whole story.
It's a very interesting story, and thank you for sharing with us, sister. Over to you, Brother Moinul.
Yeah, thank you very much, sister, for giving a very brief introduction about yourself. It's a very good story to hear, actually. And obviously, the COVID pandemic has I mean, affected tens and thousands of people who actually were working. They have been impacted. Their families have been impacted. So it's a good lesson that whatever you have, whatever, even if you really love your job, you're passionate about what you do, it's always smarter if you have a plan B, so, and if anything happens to you. So, and in the digital era, we anyways use the social media a lot, and that's just part and parcel of life. And why not learn how to use the social media and be able to run a business? So we'll hear more about this story. So could you please let our viewers know that why did you choose this particular business model? If you have, when you were searching, did you come across other business models, and why do you choose this particular business model? So after you add something, I think that there are Amin and Sister Fatima, and then me, I can also add something on that, please. Starting with Sister Zaitun, please.
Okay. Yeah, I have been looking for something and I asked my husband, what can I do? Now I want to do something from home and everything. So he suggested me Amazon, truly. But the problem was in Amazon, when you start your business, there is no help, and in this business, I choose this business because there is so much help. If you don't know anything, there are some coaches, there are mentors, you have the whole team. You can contact anybody if you feel like you don't know, or you feel like demotivated or something, or you have a problem, or you want to learn any question you have. There are coaches, mentors, and the whole team. So this thing, I really liked it. It means, I'm not alone. So that was the thing what I like. And second thing, there is no restriction. You have to do in 1 month. The specific quantity you have to sell or something. There is no restriction. So both ways, it was perfect for me. Time flexibility, of course, there is time flexibility. Whenever you have time, you can do. It's your business. You are a business owner. You can, if you are working full time, still you can work on site this business because of time flexibility. So everything was like yes, yes, yes. So that's why I jumped in. Within 24 hours, I watched ad, somebody's ad, and I called because I have been looking for, and I had a little idea about different Amazon and the other one too. But I was not very much wanted to start the other one. So I called when I saw the digital business ad. My coach is Amina Raza. So I called her and she said, I'm going to send you a webinar, which is free, complimentary, watch it so you can have basic knowledge, and then, contact me. So when I watched, I did not understand too much. I thought, it's just, we all are like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And then I contacted her and she explained me, you know, how does it work and everything. And then I digged more. I paid 149. $149 is to explore this business, but this is refundable in 30 days. If you think this business is not for you, that's what she explained me. And again, that was wonderful thing, you know, so I wanted to explore. And if it's not free, if it's not for me, then I could get my money back. So I took action, and I think the total time from webinar to business owner, it was just 24 to 28 hours. That's all. And I'm so glad I made a decision. And it's like freedom of time, and you know, you can stay at home. If you are working, you don't, still you can do the digital business on side. There is nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, you can set your own hours. So that's why I choose it.
Thank you, Sister Zaytun, for clarifying. I think our reasons, Mzinian and my reasons were also similar, jumping into this business. Once we joined the global community, at that point in time, believe it or not, it was $99. Talking about 3.5 years ago, when our global community was almost only 9,000 people. Right there, right now we are close to 140,000, if not more than 140,000 at this point in time. So from 9,000 to 140,000 within the last 3.5 years, our community has grown globally. Yeah, Zine and I, career accountants, worked in multinational companies our whole lives. Didn't do any business on the side, nothing, no experience. We didn't know much about technology and things like that. But obviously, we were scared. We want to do something on the side, but we didn't know how to do it, where to go, or whom to trust, and things like that. Before we and after we kind of got to know about this opportunity, like we kind of, once we joined the global community, we realized that we have kind of a really good mentoring and coaching structure, right? It helps. Everybody needs that support from a coach and a mentor, because you don't know everything. You're so scared at the start, so it's good to have that support structure. And then we also have a kind of a proven global platform with tools and the systems and processes. Everything's defined. We don't have to start, you know, trying to figure out what it is. It is already there. It is working for thousands of people. There's no reason whatsoever why it should not work for us. And then we also have a the amazing dedicated training website where all business owners can access at any point and at any time that they want it. And then all those instructions, most of the instructions are video instructions, step by step, where anyone could play it on the side and then watch it and then follow it exactly the same step, right? And then on top of everything, I think what impressed us most is like having this big community. I mean, when we joined, the first day when we had access to our global community, people were kind of congratulating us. People were like contacting us, chatting with us, and giving a lot of positive feedback about the business. And of course, we've seen thousands and thousands of people sharing their journey, the successes that they've achieved. There were some people who bought their first property, first brand new car. They were going on their vacation after such a long time because they were struggling. They couldn't afford to go a family vacation, and they shared their happy moments, and we were like, okay, these people are just like us. It looked like a lot of families involved, and that gave us a lot of confidence. And then we had no issue in joining this business. So that happened 3.5 years ago. What about you, Sister Fatima?
Yeah, no, I think you both have covered all the points, but just to say that what attracted me to this was because like all of you, I didn't have a business background either. And to succeed, like we do require support system, and this business was, it's a complete package. First of all, I don't need to go, learn digital marketing from somewhere else. I don't need to go find products and services, right? I don't need to go and look for things outside of what is being provided. So since this was a complete package, and like Brother Amin said, it's a proven system. People have been doing it for 5 years now, or 6, I guess now. And then seeing them succeed, these are all ordinary people from all different walks of life, right? So you name it and you'll find them there. So it could be stay-at-home parents, it could be students, teachers, engineers, doctors, researchers like us, or even nurses. So everybody's there, and these are just people who have a goal to bring a change in their life. They want to do something, like Sister Zaitoon wanted to do something while having that flexibility, because she has that time to do it. And then for me, it was like, I want to cut back my hours. I don't want to be working full time, and if you cut back your hours, you're also taking a cut in your pay. So I still wanted to earn enough, but not put in that many hours into work. So that's why I'm here. And Brother Amin wants to retire early, right? And Brother Manal also has a goal. He wants to care for his family. So all of us, and I see, like Brother Amin said, in this community, you see all these people who have different goals that they want to reach, and the system is letting them get there. So when I saw that, I was like, if they can do it, why can't I? Like, I'm willing to put in the work, if there is somebody to guide me, and there's this whole step-by-step process that you can follow, and you can be as successful as any of those people. And yeah, that was just it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop looking for anything else and go for with this.
Thank you, Sister Fatima. Over to you, Brother Mainul.
Yes, thank you very much. So just from my side is that I think you three covered all of this. So I think being an entrepreneur is not easy. I mean, that's what I would say, that at the end of the day, it's business. People often, they take things for granted. They think, okay, it's an online business and it's probably very easy to launch. But now being entrepreneur in this platform, we understand the bits and the pieces that you need to put all together to make it happen. It's like a puzzle. So, and we don't know what pieces to put in there because we don't come from any business background, and it is very difficult, because in case of an offline business, you would probably require tens of thousands of dollars, office space, bureaucracy, and it will burn. Most of the cases, people gets burned out, and people often don't have the capability to do all those things, neither the time nor the financial ability, and even in the online space. Most of the cases, when you want to launch an course-based business or an e-commerce, a dropshipping business model, like Sister Zaitoon said, Amazon, it again would require you various softwares and tools, and like in most of the online business nowadays have webinars. So how to plug in a webinar, how to plug in a payment page and pay them on a monthly basis, different platforms, subscribe to different platforms. So all these are actually done for us. The webinar is new every week, but we are not, we don't need to even bother about it, because our leads, our prospects are being educated by the system. Okay, this is very difficult. If I would have had to do all these things, I would have probably needed to hire various, experts if I had to do it just by my own. So that's what it is, and this is where the future is. The internet, the social media, that's what is ruling the world. I've said it is because politicians, everybody is here. Sports personalities, influencers, food bloggers, you can name it. Everything is in the digital space. Everybody is using social media, and people who are not using social media, people who are not using, I would say, automation. Our business is automated. Those business, they will perish, and even the people who are not taking advantage of social media for their purpose, like if a politician, if they are not in social media, then they will lag behind their competitors who are using it. So that's what I'm saying. So and social media is going to be here, I think, for the next coming years. This is only going to get bigger and better. So That's what it means, that even after we retire from our regular jobs, like after 65 years, there is still something there for us to work on, so as long as we are capable. So this is a very smart skill to learn as well. So I think over to you, Brother Amin. You can answer the next question. So I just wanted to give some insights from my side.
Okay, thank you, this is Zaitun. So since you've been in the business, and what do you think of how you started? Most of us are like really shy of doing social media. We lack a bit of kind of a personal confidence to be in front of a camera and things like that. So since you started the business, and now, how has this business helped you from a personal development point of view, and how you were, and how are you tackling all that now, and how's the community helping you become a better person, better business person, and conquer your fears as well? How is the community and our business helping you?
Business is helping me in different ways. But if your question is about social media or a screen or um, something like that, I I think I am the person who is a speaker when I was a child, and so that's not the problem. The screen or the live or interviews or something, that was not my problem or confidence. But what I have learned with this business is step-by-step training. So like I don't want to say the wrong name, the brother Hassan.
Yes,
What's
Mainul.
it?
You can call me Mainul
Minor.
or Hassan. Anything. Yeah, Hassan or Mainul. Yeah,
Hassan.
that's fine.
Because there are three
Yeah.
names. So I don't know, you go by
Yeah.
last name,
Yeah.
middle
Just
name,
call
or
me
first
Hassan.
name.
That's fine, sister. If that's comfortable. Yeah, that's fine.
So, like Brother Hassan said, you know what? So that was not the problem, the confidence or social media or something. But like Brother Hassan said, um, all pieces, or like the page, you create your business page, how to promote your business, how to deal with people when they inquire you, um, and the training, step by step, and how to satisfy how to satisfy the people, when they call you, when they want to know, because there are many people. Sometimes people don't want to start, sometimes people want to start, sometimes people know what is social media and what is digital, and sometimes people don't know at all. They want to do something, but you have to. So I have learned how to deal with different personalities, and how to convince them, how to explain them that what you are getting in, once you get in, you will get distributorship ID, you will get training, you will get mentors and coaches, and there is time flexibility. So um, that was I got so much knowledge because I don't have any business background. My husband doesn't have business background, so I was zero, completely zero. And now I feel like um, I got marketing techniques in college. The credit, when you take the marketing classes in the college first semester, one semester, you need to go and learn by yourself physically. So that's what, I learned a lot um, in this training, and with the coaches and mentors. And of course, the brother Amin said, like, global community. There is no way, there is no other business where you can meet global community. Maybe you stay in your circle, right? You don't get out from that circle. But in this business, the very, very, very good thing, there are thousands good things, but one of the good thing is, you see globally people who is entering, who is coming, what are they doing. then you get more information, you get more knowledge. So that is, I have learned a lot.
All right, thank you very much, sister, for that. So Brother Amin actually inboxed me. He was sitting outside, so his mobile was dying almost, because I think he don't have any battery anymore. So I
Ah,
think, I don't know whether he would be able to join on, but that's fine, because the session is usually sort of 30 minutes. We are still within our normal time. It's just an unusual day because he also was in a traffic before joining the session. That's what he said. But
oh,
it is good that he was able to join today. So I think he was not able to give his phone in church. So yeah, some perspective from you, Sister Fatima, and then we can wrap up the session. Okay, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So for me, like for personal development wise, I would think, I'm a more positive person, more confident. So you won't believe when I joined this business and I saw, there are people going live on their pages. I told my mentor, I'm not going to come on camera. I'm not going to go live. She's like, that's fine. If you're not comfortable, you never have to do that. And I guess a year into the business, I was like, okay, I feel confident enough to come and be live and speak to people, because, it's just like sitting across from somebody and talking. So I lost that hesitation. And, so that's a big step for me. And then besides that, when we are in the digital business, right? So you want to maintain an online presence. And that was one thing I was worried about when I joined this too. What am I going to be posting on my page? How am I going to come up with something to post, every day or every other day? So with time, that's become so much easier that, some days it's like, okay, I have more than one idea. I might just shelve it and put it for next day. So that's something that has also, I feel like I've grown about how I post on my page and how I am maintaining my online presence, that I'm able to go on, live interviews on other people's pages and talking to you all here. So overall, just being more confident. And then because everybody in the community is so positive and everybody's, so helpful and cheering you on, that positivity also affects you in other parts of your life. So I feel, overall, I'm a more happier person. So yeah, besides, just other gains with this business, I think personality, in personal development wise, those are the main things for me.
Sister Fatma, you got lucky. You have young children, and you got the digital business opportunity.
Yeah, no, I do. I have, my kids. One is younger, but one is not that young. So yeah, he'll be going to university soon. So yeah, but
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, and I have a little one. He's in elementary. But yeah, I'm glad that I wish I had come across this, 5 years ago when this was new.
Yeah.
This our community was new. But it's never too late. So I'm
Yeah.
happy here.
Yeah, it's never too late, I would say if people are working full time, but sometimes they get irritated, right? Especially because they don't have other option, they don't have other financial
Mhm.
door open, there is no door. So right time when you are working on whatever your source of income, the first primary,
Mhm.
everyone has to do something which is like secondary. So just plan B, like brother Amin said it. So that is really give you comfort. You then you feel good. Like right now, in the COVID, I have seen. I started work at Methodist Hospital, and I have seen every day, every single day, people were literally crying because they lost their jobs, daycares were closed, schools were closed, and if they have jobs, work from home, but still there were requirements that children voice or something is not there. It's not like you're around your family and you're working. So where would they go? So it was really hard for people, and they didn't have any plan B. So I would say, that's the best opportunity, and that's why I think globally, I started just 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago. At that time, the globally it was the 80,000 people were in this business, and right now I think 140,000,
Yes, correct.
so it's almost double in 1 year. It means how many people are joining. So, this thing tells you that that's the right place and right time, just started. So after 1 year, after 2 years, you have secondary income, or you have at least the business setup, and you understand that, and you have experience, more experience. So I would say that's the very good opportunity for all of them. Doesn't matter what age, male, female, or what profession they are. I know personally in Houston, Texas, where I live, uh, there is a doctor, Dr. Syed, and I interviewed him, and I asked my first question was, you are a doctor and you are working, and doctors are making money like king in America. Why did you join this business? You are not retired, you are not new. Why? And my interview was like, and he said, no, I want plan B, because whenever I want to go on vacation, or, anywhere, I can do this business from anywhere. So I'm saying, it doesn't matter how much money you are making, or in which career or which age, for everybody, it's suitable. I would say it's suitable for everyone. It's a good opportunity.
All right. So thank you very much, sister, for giving a very thorough insight. So I think we are near to the end of the session. So I'll now wrap up the session. So viewers, if you found value in this session, obviously there are some technical glitch here and there in my end, in Brother Amir's end, but that's what is something happens in the online space. So that's an example here. The power got cut out, but I hope I have the mobile data, so I've turned it on. So things are all right. So nevertheless, so if you want change in your life, you can take action. Doesn't matter where in the world you are living, you can you can join this business. We have got people, as everybody said, and you see that we four are from different parts of the world, from different backgrounds. So everybody, and that's what we are doing. We are bringing different people from different backgrounds to show you that this is something, if you're looking seriously, then this might be for you as well. So how did we all started? So there it goes. So we all started by watching a free webinar. We hold a live webinar at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you can join the live one, that's fine. You can go either of the links. There are 4 different links. Join in there with your name and email. If you can't join the live one, then join. We will send you the replay link. You can watch the replay during your own time. And after watching the replay or the live webinar, write down your question, and then we'd be more and get back to us, and we'd be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So wherever you are, stay safe, stay blessed, and have a lovely weekend. That's it from our side. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Mrs. Zaitun.